Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar is speaking on the lecture of the Humanitarian Supply Chain Performance Management. At first, background of the humanitarian supply chain management. Today, this area is of the tremendous importance. Over the years, number of the natural and man-made disasters has increased significantly. Due to climate change, it is expected there will be more disasters, and Thomas and Kaplan expect a steady increase in the number of the natural disasters for the next 50 years. In 2006, the United Nations confirmed the expectation that the natural disasters over the next years become more severe, more often, and more destructive. In 2011, natural disasters killed 30,073 people and caused 2.47 billion victims worldwide. Economic damages from natural disasters were estimated in US dollar to 66 worldwide in 2011. The increasing number of the natural disasters and resulting humanitarian emergencies put pressure on the humanitarian organization to deliver humanitarian aid in an appropriate and cost-effective way. Humanitarian organizations, abbreviated HO, are faced with logistic complexity, decentralized infrastructure, and environment, and his staff working in an extremely chaotic environment. Logistics is essential for disaster relief operation because effectiveness and speed in the supplying the beneficiary with the health services, food, shelter, water, medicine, and sanitation is essential in the case of the disaster. Tsunami and Vanuatu state that around 80% of the cost for relief operation consists of logistics cost in the form of procurement and transportation function. Nevertheless, the significant increase of the natural disasters, complex and cost-intensive humanitarian logistics operation, responsibility and reporting towards donors and beneficiaries, but also financial crisis, which is limiting ability of donor money are regions for the HO to become more efficient in their operation. For an efficient humanitarian supply chain, performance measurement is the crucial. In facilities, effective control and correction by reporting the current level of performance and comparing it with the desired level of the performance. Over the years, HO has encountered challenges in developing suitable and common performance indicator. The lack of the performance indicator has been a standing problem in the humanitarian supply chain management. This is because it is simply too difficult and too expensive to establish direct linkage between an organization's annual efforts and impact of those efforts on the organization's missions. Even though performance indicator must be tailored to the mission and goals of the individual institution, neither a generic scorecard nor an universal set of indicator will work in all cases of the non-profits. The commercial domain has an extensive history in the performance measurement. The added value of the measuring performance in the supply chain is beyond discussion in the commercial domain, and many companies have been able to reap tangible benefits from this. In fact, the humanitarian sector is lagging behind when it becomes to obtain benefits from measuring performance in the supply chain. However, when comparing commercial and humanitarian supply chain, several factors that complicate measuring performance have to be taken into account. There are various critical elements that complicate the measuring performance in the humanitarian supply chain, including this: non-existence of centrally captured data from operations, limited information technology capacity and infrastructure, chaotic environment, lack of motivation for measurement in non-profit sector, potentially negative media exposure, human resource issues, general reluctance of the performance measurement, long-term versus short-term goals of the disaster response, increasing complexity of the performance measurement in this sector, the inability of the field workers to capture accurate data while working under significant time pressure. None recognizing the key role of the logistic community as an essential part of the NGOs and humanitarian relief operations. No linking between funding and humanitarian logistic performance measurement indicators. The main purpose of this study is therefore threefold. First, we aim to identify the state of the art of a performance measurement and the humanitarian supply chain. Second, the aim to define implementation gap as well as challenges in this field and give insight for future research in this domain. Third, we aim to categorize the performance measurement indicators to the 5 supply chain phases and evaluate them based on the evaluation criteria of the CAPC and SAFE. This chapter comprises 6 sections and is structured as follows. Below, we first discuss the importance of measuring the performance. We then investigate performance measurement in the humanitarian supply chain by conducting a systematic literature review. In section 2.4, we discuss the performance measurement in the humanitarian supply chain. Here where we compare the key findings from the humanitarian literature with those in the commercial world and assess the performance measurement indicator. Furthermore, we discuss the implementation and the challenges. In section 2.5, we identify research agenda that indicates 4 key drivers, namely for an efficient performance measurement and measurement in the humanitarian supply chain. The importance of performance measurement, management, and measurement. Nearly ETL defined performance measurement as the process of quantifying the efficiency and effectiveness of an operation. This entails using a set of measures to quantify 2 central goals of a firm or organization: the efficiency and effectiveness of an operation. A key objective of performance measurement and suitable financial, non-financial indicator is to inform decision maker at the strategic and tactical and operational level in producing the high quality goods, processes, and services. Performance measurement is fundamental for improvement, for making decisions, for simplifying communication between the supply chain actors and increase transparency of the supply chain and logistic process. There is a furthermore extensive research based in the strategy on accounting domains that shows a positive connection between non-financial performance indicator and organization results. Hence, the importance to measure the performance in the supply chain. Parker, Gunasekharan, and Kobu identify criteria for the commercial logistics to show the purpose of the performance measurement. Identify the success, identify whether customer needs are met, help the organization to understand this process and to confirm what they know or reveal what they want to know. Identify where problems, bottlenecks, waste exist and where improvements are necessary. Ensure decisions are based on facts, not on the supposition, emotion, faith, or institution. Tracking progress. So if improvements planned actually happened and facilitating a more open and transparent communication and cooperation. CHOW indicates the logistic performance may be viewed as a subsection of the larger conception of a firm or organization performance. It is multidimensional by default because one indicator is not sufficient for measuring the logistics performance. A simple way of looking at the diversity of the logistics activity is to differentiate between the efficiency and effectiveness. Generally, efficiency is doing the right things right, and effectiveness is defined as doing the right thing. Logistics effectiveness have to be viewed as a extent to which the logistics functions goal, fulfillment time, or in-stock ability are accomplished. Logistic efficiency is the ratio of resources utilized against the results achieved and therefore identify how well resources are utilized. Our approach uses a large diversity of the indicators. Sync-ETL, for example, define and extend the meaning of the performance. They illustrate 7 dimensions: effectiveness, efficiency, quality, productivity, quality of the work life, innovation, and profitability. It is generally believed that the company applying performance measurement outperform. They don't, although many studies have mainly ancientic in nature, looking for the rigorous method. Performance measurement in the humanitarian supply chain. Literature review is a major contribution to the research progress, and it provides the best evidence for informing policy and practices in any discipline. Furthermore, it is a key research objective for the respective academic and practitioner community. A literature review is defined as content analysis for analyzing, documenting, and identifying conceptual concept of field and conducting a clear and systematic procedure In this research, we apply a systematic literature review method. A systematic review follows a list of the specific steps to guarantee their relevant study with regard to a specific topic and often to avoid the bias. This ensures fidelity, completeness, and rigorous nature of the review to gain in-depth insight of the research in performance measurement as well as in the humanitarian supply chain. 10 steps that can be grouped into 4 stages are followed as presented in the following table according to the trend field detail. A systematic literature review method, stage, phases, planning, identification for the need for a review, preparation of a proposal for a review, development of a review protocol, searching, identification of the research, screening, selection of the study, study quality assessment, extraction, synthesis, and reporting, data extraction, monitoring progress, data synthesis, the report and the recommendation, getting evidence into practice. Then planning. In the beginning of the review, we constructed a review panel that consists of researchers that are considered academic expert in the field of the humanitarian logistics, commercial logistics, and the performance measurement. We set manifold meeting to discuss the research question and to analyze the gaps as well as the needs of the humanitarian logistics sector about the area of the performance measurement. In September 2012, a humanitarian logistics workshop about the performance measurement in the humanitarian logistics was organized. A 27% from other academic institutes, Hang Law Institute, University Ding Sun Ise, Cardiff Business School, from the humanitarian practice, UN, OCHA, UNICEF, etc. had participated, and the gaps as well. Our research questions were discussed following research question which defined guides the review. What is the needed for the developing a performance measurement system for the humanitarian supply chain field? Searching. Based on the research question, we developed key terms to identify and evaluate the literature to avoid the research. We collect material from the November 2012 to the December 2000 focusing on the following keywords: performance or performance measurement or the performance model, performance system or KPI or indicator in the humanitarian logistics, humanitarian supply chain as well the emergency operation. Different academic journals, textbook and doctoral liaison articles were analyzed. The collected articles were defined and delimited here by achieving a low outcome of the paper. Therefore, we decided to extend the research keywords and not only to collect articles dealing with the performance measurement. In June 2013, we started the second process and extend the keywords as follows. We collected the material and we analyzed them based on the inclusion and exclusion criteria in 2003. Based on these criteria, we define new area to extract and analyze data in the systematic literature review. The following subject terms, those address our research question, were searched from within our research database. IPSCOT, ABI Informus, Elsevier, Google Scholar, humanitarian logistics, humanitarian supply chain, performance, performance measure, performance measurement, performance evaluation, emergency logistics, emergency operation, disaster relief operation, performance model, performance system, KPI indicator. Further, as articles were reviewed, cited articles were added and those new articles when create such strings, Boolean contactor and or and not, the strings were used to search for the article. Abstract and keyword. We determined the time period for publication from 1970 to 2012. Since 1970, the total number of natural and technological disaster increased. A high increase of the six-fold is recognized, especially for the natural disaster. Furthermore, we observed that the number of publication and research interest in this field increased after the disasters, exclusion of logistics, after the Indian Ocean tsunami 2004. Table 2 shows the protocol of database of the search. Protocol for the database research. Database, AppSort, ABI, information, Elsevier, Google Scholar. Scope, title, abstract, keyword. Title, abstract, keyword. Date of the search, this, and number of publication, 354, 218, 452, 139, 163. Screening. In order to ensure the fidelity and completeness of the objective were determined, criteria for inclusion of the article are illustrated. Model, screening, Methodology of the Gimbe. Meta search, 1163 articles. Inclusion aspects, 163 article. Exclusion and inclusion criteria, 52 articles. Full paper analysis. These are the modified screening methodology by the Gimbe. And extraction, synthesis, and report analysis. We categorize and synthesize 52 articles based on the table 2.3. Category used in the analytics of the systematic. Allocation of articles from 2008, 1970 to 2012. Figure shows the importance of the management of the measurement in the humanitarian logistics supply chain. Article based on the appraisal, conceptual model, mathematical model, case study, review, and survey. Allocation of the articles by the themes of the study, challenges in humanitarian performance management, managing performance in the humanitarian supply chain, definition, measurement, success in the humanitarian supply chain. Overview of the articles from systematic literature review.